So yeah, YouTube. Going back to YouTube back in the day was definitely maybe something that wasn't too popular and too known to do in secondary at the time when we was in there many years ago. But now I feel like it's hella different. I feel like you're top dog if you have a channel. I feel
everyone
like
and their mums has a YouTube channel now. I swear.
That's what I mean. If you're making content and it's content that your mates enjoy, or not even, like I think you're a top dog.
It's because like people are changing the perspective of it. Like YouTube's so much more of like a like it was. I'd say it was a pretty big deal when we were in secondary, of course, but like even more now. Like you've got young British YouTubers that are doing their thing. Like weird one to bring up, but like Tommy innit? Everyone I can imagine every single year 7 wants to be Tommy innit, and it's a cool thing if you're doing it. Yeah, it's just a thing now that like it's such like it's become like such a cool thing to do, and people it's now every single year that passes it's considered more and more as actually like a proper profession.
100%.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like courses that you can take soon or now to like there must be like YouTube courses that you can take at like college and stuff like that.
Is there a set in stone way to be a YouTuber though?
There's ways of learning the algorithm and like business sort of business in media. I'd probably say is the best direction if you want to do stuff like that. Like learning algorithms and stuff like that, and like promotion tips and stuff like that. But apart from that, I don't know. There's no black and white way of on paper doing YouTube. I mean, we're out here trying.
I feel like I think I heard Zerka recently speak about like someone asking in chat, how do I become a YouTuber, basically. He was literally just like, yo, or a streamer, I think it was, literally like make content that you would watch and like you enjoy, and then like if it works, it doesn't, and then you learn from that, and if it does work, you roll with it and you just carry on. And literally like if you're being consistent, if you have maybe a schedule, maybe then you're calm. If people
and that goes for anything. That's not even just like YouTube channels.
That's what I mean.
That's like anything you do. If you're consistent with it and you do something that you enjoy, it'll pay off, and people will see the rewards. Like if you're sitting, like if you're a bit younger and you've got to make ends meet and you're working like a 9 to 5, calm. That's understandable. But for as long as you can, chase your dreams, man. Like we're out here making a podcast. I mean, obviously we're not doing this for bread.
I've had many chats. No. I've had many chats recently over the past week, just literally people just saying, yo, carry on. Like I can see there's potential. As I said, like the quality is fucking there. Yeah. You literally just need to carry on.
Yeah. Because we do this because we really actually, we like genuinely enjoy doing this podcast. Like, I don't know if you knew, you could probably tell, we're not making a penny off of this podcast, man. We are not making, as you can look at our statistics, it is 0.0000. We are not making a penny off of this podcast, but it's fun. Yeah. Like, why not?
It is very fun. It's that fun that I care. If you see me behind the scenes, I'm not gonna lie, I care so much.
I mean, we all care. We
about
all do
this
care.
baby. Yeah.
But me and Tyler always say there's not like we do put effort into it. We always make sure we don't miss an episode. Like we said this before, there's no way in hell we're ever missing an episode.
I don't want to miss an episode at all. Like,
unless there's literally no physical possible way of all of us being like.
Unless I'm in a hospital bed and I don't have my MacBook on me. Yeah. I ain't making an episode. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Would you ever do an episode by yourself? Well, you can't do a podcast by yourself. I take that back as soon as
unless it's like, I don't know, live maybe, or I don't know, you can't really.
I reckon that's why I gave up the pad, you know, because I was doing that by myself. I had guests, but I couldn't source a guest every single time, and I ended up just like, I think I tried to do one by myself, and it just did not go to plan.
Unless you're a well-known comedian or you're just a celebrity, you can. I feel like you can do it yourself, because I think they're normally like, if a company comes to you, like a podcast company comes to you, and like, yo, you should make a podcast, and it's only you, like, then I feel like it's possible. If you're well,
it must be so hard though. You're talking to no one, man. Yeah. Like at least like with streaming and stuff. Like I stream by myself at the time. Yeah.
What am I doing?
But
yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Sorry. Yeah. So I have this bottle of water which is open, but I have a glass which isn't even finished. So I'm gonna drink out of that instead.
Yeah, but when it comes to things like streaming and making YouTube videos, like you're talking to someone. That's like when you're streaming and there's no one talking in your chat, you can just sort of like sit there for a bit.
Yeah.
But with a podcast, it's constant talking. If you're not talking, then like you're not making a podcast at the end of the
day. True. Very true.
You're just sort of just sitting looking at a camera.
Yeah, I don't know. Podcast by yourself is a bit odd.
I could never do it. I don't know what I talk about.
It is a bit odd.
You've got to have that back and forth. It's got to be done.